Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, guys. My name is Liaquat Zaman. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. This series is dedicated to the poetry of Imam Shafi rahimahullah ta'ala. If you guys enjoy Imam Shafi's poetry, and if you guys enjoy this channel as well, and the videos that I put up, and you enjoy me speaking on the camera, then please hit the like button, subscribe button, comment as well. Right, so in this series, I'm going to be explaining to you guys about the poetry of the famous Imam Shafi rahimahullah, and I'll try to maybe explain it in a bit of Arabic as well, so that those of you guys who love the Arabic, put in the comments if you like the Arabic. You guys can enjoy the explanation in Arabic as well. So without any delay, guys, let me just crack on with this then. He says, بموقف ذلي دون عزتك العظمى بمخفي سر لا أحيط به علما بإطراق رأسي باعترافي بذلتي بمد يدي أستمطر الجود والرحمة بأسمائك الحسنى التي بعض وصفها لعزتها يستغرق النثر والنظم بعهد قديم من ألست بربكم بمن كان مكنونا فعرف بالأسماء ذقنا شراب الأنس يا من إذا سقى محبا شرابا لا يضام ولا يظمى. He says بموقف ذلي. So B over here would translate it as at, right? At. موقف means location, station. ذلي of my humility, humbleness. Duna izzatika. Duna here would mean in front of. So as you guys know, the word duna in Arabic is one of those kind of sort of flexible words that can have several sort of meanings. Here duna means in front of. Izzatika. Izza means like honor, respect. Al-uzma, it's like ism tafdhil of the feminine and means basically the most magnificent, greatest. So بموقف ذلي, at the station, location of, or at the position of my humility and humbleness. Duna izzatik, in front of your great, magnificent, most magnificent izzah, most magnificent respect and honor. بمخفي سر, and at the مخفي سر, the hidden. مخفي means hidden. خفى يخفي. خفي يخفى rather. خفي يخفى. And if you know in the Quran where actually this word appears, put it in the comments below. So بمخفي سر, and at the location of the hidden secret. لا أحيط به علما, which أحيط, لا أحيط, أحاط يحيط, it means to encompass, which I do not encompass. لا أحيط به علما, knowledge. So in other words, at that secret, hidden thing which I have no encompassing knowledge regarding. وبإطراق رأسي, إطراق, أطرق يطرق literally means to put your head down. Right, so أطرق رأس means to put your head down. So أطرقت رأسي, I put my head down. So بإطراق رأسي, and by the lowering of my head. وباعترافي بذلتي, and with the اعتراف, the confession, right, professing something. بذلتي, and with my confession of my dhilla, of my humility and sort of like abasement. بمد يدي, مد يمد, it means to stretch. يدي or يدي means hands or hand. Now all of this, بموقف ذلي, at the location of this, بمخفي سر, بإطراق رأسي, باعترافي بذلتي. There's 4 things that he mentions over here. 5 things rather. بمد يدي أستمطر الجود. This is actually the main chunk of the sentence, right? This is what we call the verb, the fi'l. أستمطر الجود. استمطر يستمطر. استمطار is to seek rain, right? To ask for rain. To ask for rain to come down from the sky. So you say استمطرت, meaning I requested for rain. I made dua for rain. أستمطر, I seek pouring of jud, of generosity, meaning Allah's generosity. وَالرُّحْمَةِ, ruhma means like kindness and love and attention. Yeah, the ruhma of Allah, the Allah's attention and kindness, ri'ayah. So all of this is like he is sort of like asking dua, but when you ask dua, sometimes certain actions that you do might actually enhance the dua, right? Make the dua more acceptable, right? So for example, if you're showing Allah you really need the thing that you're asking for, and that's basically the 5 things that he mentions over here by saying, look, موقف الذل دون عزتك. It's like I'm standing in a humble way, like a guy stands in front of a king. I'm standing in front of your izzah, your great izzah. بمخفي سر, and with this hidden secret of yours. Like maybe something's happening in my life that it's like a secret and I don't understand. لا أحيط به علما بإطراق رأسي, and with the lowering of my head, meaning me lowering, putting my head down, like standing in front of someone who is powerful and almighty. باعترافي بذلتي, and me confessing, me sort of like professing the dhillah, the humiliation that I'm in. بمد يدي, and me stretching out my hands and making dua. I ask you, I beg you to pour down jood, generosity and rahmah. Then he says, بأسمائك الحسنى, and with your names. Asma is the jam of ism, your most beautiful names. And if you know the verse in the Quran where Asma al-Husna is mentioned, put it in the comments. And through or with your most beautiful names, التي بعض وصفها, which بعض, some of their description, meaning I ask you by your names, التي بعض وصفها, whose part of their description, لإزتها, due to their respect and high status and honor. Yeah, so I'm asking you through your most beautiful names, and such names that if you were to take some of them, just the izzah and the honor that some of these descriptions have, يستغرق النثر والنظم. استغرق يستغرق, it means to drown in. يستغرق النثر, they would encompass, they would like drown like an ocean, right? Nathar and nazm. Nathar is literature that's non-poetic literature, yeah, non-rhythmic literature, and nazm is rhythmic literature. Yeah, so like poems would fall under nazm, and nathar would be just like normal speech. So in other words, if you were to take all the writing, if all people were to try and write about these wasfs of Allah, the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah's mercy, Allah's kindness, Allah's generosity, and all of these things, if you were just to try and take some of that and tell all the human beings on earth to start writing poems and literature about this, they would literally write so many and be drowned, but still wouldn't be able to fulfill it. So بأسمائك الحسنى, and I ask you with the most beautiful names, التي, whose such that بعض وصفها, that part of their description, لإزتها, due to their izzah, would يستغرق, would drown all nathar literature and all nazm literature. بأحد قديم من ألست بربكم, and I ask you with the ahad qadim, the old promise, and qadim can also mean eternal promise, the eternal promise, min alastu bi rabbikum, from the incident that took place, alastu bi rabbikum. Right, this is actually indication towards part of the Quran where Allah in the Quran says that He told the souls, alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. Yeah, and they all responded, of course you are Allah. So this promise, that this kind of like innate promise that we have in all of our bodies, in all of our souls and minds, that we recognize Allah. Alastu, this is called the ahad alast, they call this, the promise of the alast. So with the eternal promise, min, since the time of alastu bi rabbikum, that when Allah turned to His creation, to the souls and said, am I not your Lord? And they all responded in the affirm. بمن كان مكنونا بمن كان مكنونا فعرف بالأسماء, and with, I ask you through the one who كان مكنون, who was unknown. Maknoon means like hidden. This is indication towards like some narrations or some saying of scholars that before Allah created the creation, Allah was unknown, and to make Himself known, Allah, He created the creation so they recognize Him. بمن كان مكنونا, and I asked you through the one, meaning Allah, I asked through Allah, the one who was maknoon at one stage, hidden, فَعُرِّفَ بِالْأَسْمَاءِ, and then was recognized through His names. So we recognize Allah through the names He's told us. Otherwise, it's impossible for us to really recognize Allah, because it's beyond our comprehension. Subhanallah. بِمَنْ كَانَ مَكْنُونَ, I ask you through the one who was maknoon, فَعُرِّفَ بِالْأَسْمَاءِ, and was made recognized. عَرَّفَ يُعَرِّفُ تَعْرِيف. أذقنا شراب الأنس يا من إذا سقى. أذقنا. So أذقنا means give us a taste. أذقنا شراب الأنس, the drink of comfort. So شراب الأنس is not really like a literal drink that you put on your lips and you pour it back down your throat. No, شراب الأنس is like the Arabs' kind of way of mentioning some sort of like metaphor and some sort of like figurative speech, describing this peace you have with Allah, like a drink that you drink. And just like in the past, alcohol, the Arabs used to drink alcohol and it would give them like this relaxing sensation feeling. So imagine a person's thirsty and drinks this amazing divine drink of Allah's love and becomes content with Allah. This is what we're asking for. Adhiqna, give us to taste. Adhaqa yudhiqu idhaqatan, from the word dhawq. Sharab al-uns, the drink of comfort. Ya man idha saqa, oh the one when he gives to drink. Saqa yasqi. If you know where this appears in the Quran as well, put it in the comments. I'm sure Khan will find it in the comments, inshallah. Ya man idha saqa muhibban. Muhibban, the one that loves. Oh, the one when they saqa, when they give drink to their beloved. Sharaban, a drink. Oh, the one when he gives to his beloved a drink. La yudhamu wa la yadhma. This person will not feel any dhaim. Dhaim in Arabic means like unfairness, oppression. Yeah. So la yudhamu, will not be shown any dhaim, any dhulm, wa la yadhma, and will not be thirsty after that. Meaning if Allah gives me the taste of His love, pours the taste of His love into my heart, then I will never become thirsty. I will never need anyone else's love, and I will not be shown any dhulm or oppression at all. SubhanAllah, such a beautiful ending to this poem. And if you kind of look at it, it's very deep, very sort of like tells us the strong intimate connection that Imam Shafi rahimahullah has. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long, because otherwise it gets quite long. So let's just have a little recap of this. So remember, he's asking, بِمَوْقِفِ ذُلِّ, all of these things that he's saying is coming back to this last point. بِمَوْقِفِ ذُلِّ, all those 5 things he mentioned, in the station of my humility in front of the izzat, the amazing great izzah of Allah. بِمَخْفِيَ سِرٍ, with the hidden secret of Allah, which I can't get my head around. بِإِتْرَاقِ رَأْسِي, with me lowering my head in humiliation to Allah. بِإِعْتِرَافِ, and me confessing to Allah of my dhillah, of my abasement. بِمَدِّ يَدِي, and me stretching out my hands. أَسْتَمْتِرُ, seeking the generosity of Allah to pour down upon us. Ruhma, and the mercy, the amazing kindness of Allah. بِأَسْمَائِكَ الْحُسْنَى, then number 6, asking from the most beautiful names of Allah. Such amazing names that if you were to take just one of them, the wasf, there's so much izzah in them, so much respect and honor in them, that they would encompass all the literature that humans have ever written. And I ask you through that promise, that qadim promise that was made at the time of Alastu bi Rabbikum. And I ask through the one who was unknown at one stage, and then all of a sudden through his names the creation recognized him. Give us to taste that sharab, that drink which gives us comfort. Oh, the one who when he gives drink to his beloved, there's no lame and there's no dhama, there's no thirst and there's no oppression after that. MashaAllah, very, very like deep poetry. Anyway, so طيب الآن نشرح باللغة العربية. يقول بموقف ذلي، يعني أسألك يا رب، أسألك بموقف ذلي، بمكان ذلتي، مكان يعني صغاري، دون عزتك، أمام عزتك العظمى، أمام عزتك الكبرى، بمخفي سر، وأسألك بالسر الذي خفي عنا، لا أحيط به علما، الذي لا أستطيع أن أراه من كل الجوانب، لا أستطيع أن أعلمه علما حقيقيا بكنهه. وأسألك بإطراق رأسي أمامك، أجعل رأسي يعني على صدري، أطرق رأسي وأعترف باعترافي بذلتي وأعترف أمامك أني ذليل أمامك يا رب، وأنت الكبير الأكبر، بمد يدي، وأسألك بمد يدي، رفع يدي ومدها، أستمطر حال كوني أطلب جودك مثل المطر والرحمة ولطفك بأسمائك الحسنى، وأسألك بأسمائك الحسنى، أسمائك الجميلة جدا، التي بعض وصفها، التي لو أخذت من بعض وصفها لأجل عزتها، لأجل يعني فخامتها يستغرق النثر والنظم. جميع النثر نثر ما كتبه الإنسان غير منظوم، وما كتبه من النظم من الشعر كلها سيستغرق من صفة واحدة فقط أو جزء منها. وأسألك بأحد قديم، بهذا الوعد القديم الذي كان من زمن القديم، من ألست بربكم، حينما قال الله سبحانه وتعالى لخلقه ألست بربكم قالوا بلى، بمن كان مكنونا. وأسألك بالذي هو كان في زمن قديم مكنون غير معروف فعرف بالأسماء، فحينما خلق الخلق عرفوه بأسمائه. أذقنا شراب الأنس، أعطنا شيئا من شراب الأنس حتى نستأنس بك يا رب، لأننا في شقاء وأننا في حالة مضطربة. يا من إذا سقى، يا رب الذي إذا أعطى شرابا لمحبه لا يضام ولا يظمأ. لا يضام، هذا الشخص لا يظلم، لا يجد أي ظلم، ولا يظمأ ولا يطلب الشراب بعد ذلك أبدا. جزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys like the videos, subscribe button, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and thank you to all my patrons for all the kind, generous support you guys show my channel. It honestly means a lot to me, something which really kind of inspires me to make these videos. And if any of you guys want to support my channel and you have any suggestions at all, please check out the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.